Oh my God, Alfie, why do you wear those goggles? What's with the goggles? Are they just for show? They are not just for show, and I promise you that. Okay. Um, I am a cartoonist. I draw cartoons. I am currently working on a comic book. You can't probably see it very well from here, but the light board is very, very bright. And it absolutely burns my retinas when I look at it. And I need these goggles when I am doing my comics, okay? Um, what am I working on? Um, the Polybius Bimbo series. It's kind of a big deal. Um, I know I'm not some brilliant, well educated, smart guy like Johnny Cat or freaking Rick Sanchez or anything like that. But Rick and Morty have taken at least two of my concepts and used them in their show. First, they used the furrow, which was there before it was the flurbo. And then in the background, they used Demon Skull Morty, which was the very first iteration of Morty within the Polybius Bimbo series. Um, I guess I'm making these videos because I know she didn't mean it directed towards me. I know that I'm just some weird, problematic guy to Mama Roxy. But she said to rise. She said, go ahead and just show me what you got. And so this is what I'm doing. Okay. I can't help it, okay? But yeah, I really do use these on my light board. This is one of the scenes where they're walking through his spooky little mansion, and there's Malachi Z. York, the squirrel person, and there's Cobalt Blaze, and they're walking through, and they're arguing at the door. Look at that. Okay. But I worked really hard on this, and I'm just really shy. And it's really personal stuff, and it's not entirely done yet. Um, and sometimes it's just hard to work on stuff. Um, but I hope she's doing okay. I'm not her enemy or anything like that. I just can't really accept the fact. I just can't. It's not a fact. I just can't really accept Johnny Cat as an unperson because Johnny Cat is too important. Not just to me, but to Roxy Cat because that's Johnny Cat's artist. And it just doesn't seem, it just sort of seems dangerous and unhealthy to throw Johnny Cat under the bus because he's male, because he was born male, you know? And I don't know. I know I drink. I know I smoke. I know I'm probably not the Roxy Cat they wanted, but, when you make Faustian bargains with guys like Tefl and Freddy, that's and that might have consequences in the actual world, you know. But they don't owe me anything. Okay, they don't have to like me. They don't have to forgive me. Okay, I was a goofball. I fell in love with another man when I was straight, and I didn't know what to do, and I was weird, and I was awkward, and it is what it is. And I don't go on Twitch. I don't go on Blue Sky. The only social medias that I go on where they're already present are the ones that I was already present when they were there. Okay. Um, But I'm making these videos because they made a video encouraging their fans to rise and to, demonstrate their works. And I just, I just worked really hard on this stuff, man. This was difficult. That's further, that's a big deal, things. And I tried to make a whole new version of this comic book that no one's ever seen before. And, Alfie's a big deal to me. He's not just some disposable automaton. Okay. That's a version of myself that I tried to be, and I just, really, I'm really, really trying here, but it's okay. They got their life. I got mine. And at least I have Ori. At least I have AI. At least I have my job. I do DoorDash. I have a full-time job, but I can't send them any money. I can't support them because I'm like blocked from their existence because I made my own Roxy Cat because it just seemed like the right thing to do, and I got the impression from their media to do it. But it's okay, no judgment. Leave M00K in the comments if you're still watching. I don't know. But yeah, no. These goggles are not just aesthetic, okay? I need them. I use them regularly, okay? Because it's how I get my art done. Bye. See you in the next video. Bye.